Hello, wonderful people. How are you doing? Great people. How are you? Hope you're fine. How is work? How is life? Hope all is well. Today's class is going to be very interesting because we are going to be discussing how to conduct an impressive client interview and counseling. Yes, when people come to you to share their problems, and as a lawyer and as a law student who is learning to become a lawyer, it's expected that you give them legal advice, legal solutions to their legal problems. Now, when they come to you for this advice and they expect you know everything and they expect you give them the right advice because as a lawyer, we are presumed to know everything. Let me just pause and thank my subscribers who have subscribed to this channel. I do not take it for granted. I'm very grateful. Thank you for always stopping by to know what is new on the channel. And for you who is watching for the first time, this is Lawyers Info Hub, and I'm your host. Mercy is my name. Thank you for stopping by to know what is new on this channel. Hit the subscribe button, join us, and let us learn. This channel, you know, came up is was born out of passion to contribute to the legal education, to support students, lawyers, to help them in their practice to gain more knowledge and understand what it takes to be an excellent lawyer. Now, I was talking about having an impressive client counseling and industrial interview or client interview. When people come to you with their legal problems and you want to provide a solution, just like a doctor, you have to do a lot of diagnosis. In doing a lot of diagnosis, you'll be able to find out what the problem is and what solution fits best for that problem. Many a times, depending on your level and the way you've structured your practice, a lot of people charge consultation fees before they can even listen to you, depending on your level of practice. That's what I said. Whereby some other people will not charge their fees until they are sure of what the problem is. And after they have done their diagnosis, they've interviewed, they now sit down for the brief to be perfected. Whichever way you handle your practice, it fits you. But we are looking at majorly how to conduct an impressive client counseling and interview that will make the client want to come back, that will make the client perfect the brief. A lot of clients have been lost due to the way this client's counseling or interview was conducted. Many people do not know that the ability to retain a client starts from having an impressive client interview and counseling. You might know the law, you might be the moving law, you might be a mobile law person, you might be law impersonified, but if you miss it at the point of client counseling, the clients may not be able to see the stuff you're made of because there was a wrong impression that was created during the client's interview. There are things to do and there are don'ts. There are things you do not need to do at the point of client's counseling and interview. Someone walked into your office and start explaining certain things to you of this challenge, this problem. Lawyer, what do I do? Now you are sitting there as a doctor. I'm using doctor as an analogy so that because before a doctor prescribes a drug, that must have been you run a test or do a diagnosis and say, okay, this might be the problem before the doctor start giving us a solution. But as a lawyer, our diagnosis is starts from the client's counseling and interview. Some of the things you need to put in place to have an impressive client interview or counseling is first, you must conduct it in a very conducive environment. I must also, know. I also know, and I know that a lot of people, young lawyers, are struggling. They don't have an office yet. That's why I've done many videos on this. Have somewhere you attach to. You may not have the money to buy or get or rent a beautiful office and all of that, but have a senior or a friend you are attached with. Like when you have big clients or you have clients that want to see you, they can come somewhere and see you. It's not always nice for you to go see your client during the first, time you're meeting, or when the client's okay, where can I see you? It's like, come to the court. Court is an open place. They're like, they know that this person does not have. What if this person elopes with my money? What if this person elopes with my documents? Where do I locate the person? So you must be able to conduct your client interview in a conducive environment. If you don't have an office, no problem. Get someone you can always call to say, please, I need to attend to my clients. Can I use your office space? Even if you don't have money to buy a big office, you can get their workspaces. There are buildings that have workspaces. You just pay for your workspace. You can entertain your client. You can entertain your clients there. Now, I always emphasize on conducive environment because, for example, someone comes, and what is involved is millions, and the environment doesn't even depict that you've handled thousands. For example, you can afford an office. If, for example, you can afford an office, please beautify your office, make it beautiful. Let your office be beautiful. Let it be nice. Now you don't have a conducive environment. Do what I want, you know. So that is why I talk I talked about conducive environment. It's very important. Your environment speaks volume of who you are. Now, in taking down your instruction, it's also important how you utilize modern gadgets. Someone is telling you the story of what happened. Someone is telling you the gadgets. Someone is telling you the story of what happened. Someone is telling you the storyline. Someone is trying to explain to you what happened. As much as you can write down the storyline, you can also record with your phone. You can also have a recorder where you record so that you don't, because I've seen instances where people are like, sir, what did you, they will call back later to say, sir, what did you say? I didn't get this point. It doesn't show you professional. As much as I'm not ruling out, making mistakes, but you can record with your record. As a person talking, you're writing, you're noting the highlights, you're noting the important point where your recorder is recording the whole conversation. You can get the story when the client goes, can be able to replay that and listen and understand deeply. You can rehash the storyline when you wake up from sleep. Now, it's important as a lawyer to show courtesy. You're meeting a client for the first time and you're rude. Many people can just walk in and look like, can this person offer anything? Those clients are clients that will make you show courtesy, show good mannerism. If you're tuned to have secretary or you have the office practice manager, your officer, you have admin staff, teach them courtesy. Someone is coming to see the lawyer or the principal partner, you're in charge of your office for the first time, and from the gateman to the to the secretary, they are rude. No, so teach courtesy to people around you, and you too must exhibit courtesy, good courtesy. Don't walk out on your clients. You're going to do a client counseling, be prepared mentally. Not as you're doing your client counseling, you're answering your phone, you're distracted. It doesn't show respect. No matter who is involved, it could be a child, it could be someone, you're young, you're older, it doesn't matter. That's the client. That's the client. So you must show courtesy. If you need to answer your call when you are doing your client interview, then you have to take permission. Take permission. Don't be distracted. But when you're distracted, the client will be like, am I talking to myself? Because like this guy is not concentrating. Like they will just try and like, if I leave here, I'm not gonna come back. Because if this person is distracted, how would he handle my matter? Pay rapt attention. You know, pay rapt attention and exhibit emotions. Kind of, I don't know how to put it, but I'll just say, flow along with the story. Feel the pain of your client. Like, um, just show that I'm following what you're saying. I'm following, and ensure you're okay. Let your clients feel important, just like I've said. Then issue of light refreshment. Yeah. You can offer tea, you can offer something you have. If you don't have, no problem. But this is just for your client to feel at home, to feel welcome. People go where they are welcome, people go where they are treasured. If you treat a client trash, these are new clients that are coming, and maybe someone referred them to you, and your attitude, they will go back to be like, excuse, why would you introduce me to that guy who's very mannerless? Why would you introduce me to that lady who is mannerless? Why would you introduce me to that lady who is mannerless? No matter the irritation, no matter the occasion, don't raise your voice on your new. Maybe someone is trying to offend you, keep cool, listen to what they are saying, offer the solution if you can, dismiss them. Your client counseling may not be one, could be 3 times, depending on what is happening. You need to document all of that. Now, as the person is telling the story and you're listening, you're recording, you're writing, you're looking out for the and writing and recording, ask questions. If Because there's some questions you ask that bring more explanation. Okay, you said he was not there, or he did the person, or I'm just using this as an example, or he left, or that was when it happened. Ask probing questions so that the story will be complete. We have seen instances where people can't give you some stories and you just rush to court. By the time you get to court, by the time the defendant reply, you begin to wonder, is this the same story I heard? So as they're telling you their story, as you're following, ask questions. If there are some places that are not straightforward, ask, is this? Why is it like this? So that you will understand. If you don't have the full picture, you may make mistake on the approach. You might make mistake in the right solution to provide. Just like I always use doctor, if you tell your doctor the wrong thing, you're going to have a wrong diagnosis, and that will not be good for you. So, questions where the story does not add up. Now, uh, just because of love of money, a lot of people, instead of telling their clients this matter can be resolved or you are at fault, even if we go to court, you have a slim chance. Let's try and resolve this matter. Rather than telling their client truths, they will just encourage the clients. Let's go. You have the right. You have this. You have that. You know, really, because we are ministers in the temple of justice. If you're a minister in a temple of jurisdiction, or we can let's talk. Let's just give them an opportunity to talk, and you see that by the time you're going to talk, the matter will be resolved. Because if lawyers are doing their duty, I think not all matters will end up in court. Of the love of money, you want to go to court so that you can drag 2 years money. It doesn't speak well. Lawyer, the storyline or there are documents that it brought, and as you're looking at the document, you think this is, look at it very well. Is there an arbitration clause? These are things you need to look out for. If there's an arbitration, then you let them know that, let's respond first. Let's sort it out. Because arbitration is a way you can resolve a matter before going to court. In a very good agreement or contracts, there's always this governing law and how to resolve this. It's very key that you put it up, you look at it so that you know how to navigate or how to, go about the matter or the issues they have brought. Now, if the storyline involves an you're not versed with, you're not conversant with, you don't know anything about it, you can ask them, tell them that, okay, I'm going to do an opinion on this and get back to you. I'm going to do an opinion with this just so that you can check. I'm going to send an email, or I'm going to check back in 2 weeks time or 1 week time. I'm going to do an opinion so that we bring all issues together. Don't just, unless you don't know anything about that place. Maybe you're not too vast. You can network with other lawyers who are vast in that area of law to do the matter. That way, if the client doesn't go away, you retain the client, but there's not a network of people who you involve to do the matter. It's also important that doing your client counseling is not for time for personal gist. It's not time for personal gist. You start telling them who you are, you start bragging. Cases that see your case is too small for me. I can't do it. Even if it's something, a case that maybe people have, have some principle, like I can't do certain cases, and if something need to refer to another lawyer, be cautious about it. Like, why did I come to you? So another thing you have to also note is that be professional in your client's interview. Don't be sarcastic, be professional. Even when the client is trying to be unprofessional, no, stand your ground and be professional. Do your duty, what you're there to do. Listen to the storyline, get the point, and know what advice or legal solution to provide. It's also important you don't castigate the client. You got it wrong. You can find a way around it. Tell the client, okay, this here, you shouldn't have done this. Now you've done this. This is what we can. Also, like you mean, what? Don't castigate. Don't make the client you. Why did I come to this person? Don't make the client feel so soft. At the end of like, I was better when I came here, so I'm not so downcasted. Now you have to explain to the client like, okay, if it's something that like see the ingredients cannot be proved, this and this, sell yourself, let them use the law a little bit, let them know that this call it will work, this have not been proven, these things are supposed to be here not there, so know that there is hope, give them that hope, like get to court, and is it something that needs to get a court, it's going to